Hello, it's great to be together once again. Let me ask you, have you ever felt a chill down your spine? That strange chill, almost like a premonition that something or someone is nearby, even though your eyes can't see anything. This feeling is disturbing, isn't it? It seems like a primitive instinct, something that protects us from invisible threats. But what happens when we feel this and there's no one around? Religious people may say that it's the presence of spirits or ghosts. More superstitious people, especially from the countryside, may talk about ghosts or even demons trying to disturb us. But what if there's another explanation? What if this feeling of fear is caused by something natural but from another dimension? Sounds crazy? Let's think about it. For a long time, we believed that reality was composed of three dimensions: height, length, and depth, until Einstein showed us that time is also part of this equation, being the so-called fourth dimension. What if there are more dimensions besides these? What if more advanced beings inhabited these other dimensions and could observe us and influence our lives without us even realizing it? That would be scary, wouldn't it? Today, we're going to explore this possibility by analyzing the intriguing case of a scientist who claims to have managed to capture images of other dimensions, not only of landscapes, but also of the creatures that live in them. But first, we need to understand where these ideas of multiple dimensions came from and whether they are really possible. The idea that alternative realities exist is not new. It is present in ancient religions such as Hinduism and Buddhism, which speak of higher dimensions. In addition, some ancient philosophers also speculated about our existence and other realities. Today, this idea is everywhere, especially in science fiction films such as The Avengers or Back to the Future. But the most impressive thing is that, in addition to being in the movies, these theories have begun to be investigated by science. What is a multiverse, after all? In simple terms, it is the idea that, in addition to our universe, other universes may exist, formed shortly after the Big Bang. The cosmic inflation theory suggests that the Big Bang expanded the cosmos so rapidly that it could have created infinite universes like soap bubbles floating in the void. Imagine, for every decision we make, a new reality is created, with different versions of ourselves. This theory, called the many worlds interpretation, was proposed by physicist Hugh Everett in 1957 and suggests that each event creates a branch in a new timeline. Thus, there could be realities where Germany won World War II or where wars never happened at all. These are fascinating ideas, but if these universes really exist, where are they? Well, if these other worlds exist, they would be in dimensions that we humans cannot access or even imagine. Today, we know of the existence of four dimensions: height, length, depth, and time. But what if there are more? How could we detect them? Now let's suppose that these other dimensions really exist. If a four-dimensional being came to us, what would it look like? What dimension would it expand into? It is almost impossible to imagine, since even our imagination is limited to the three dimensions that we know. But are our minds ready for this? In 2022, a group of scientists from the Blue Brain Project in Switzerland published a revealing study. They discovered that the neural networks of the human brain create not only three-dimensional structures, but also 11 dimensions. This is fascinating, as it coincides with the number of dimensions predicted by string theory, a theory that attempts to explain all phenomena in the universe. The scientists used a field of mathematics called algebraic topology to investigate the complex neural connections of the brain. And what they discovered was that the more neurons connected, the more dimensions are needed to explain the geometric shapes that arise from these connections. This could mean that our brain already works in dimensions that we don't even fully understand. Now, how does all this connect to our reality? Would it be possible to create a translator so that we can access these dimensions? Interestingly, there is a technique called Kirlian photography, which claims to capture the aura or energy field of living beings. Although very controversial, this technique suggests that there is something beyond what we can see with our eyes. But what really intrigues us is the story of Colombian scientist Daniel Nemes, who claims to have invented a device capable of capturing images of other dimensions. His device, called energy vision, uses special lenses to reveal what he believes are landscapes and beings from other planes of existence. In 2015, Daniel began sharing his discoveries on social media, but after harsh criticism, he simply disappeared from the radar. His page was removed, and the mystery surrounding his images only grew. Had he been silenced, hired by major institutions like NASA, or is it all just an illusion? The fact is that, to this day, the images captured by Daniel Nemes continue to intrigue those who see them. Some believe they are a fraud, while others see them as a glimpse of the unknown. Either way, the existence of other dimensions and alternative realities remains one of the greatest mysteries of modern science. What do you think? Are we being observed by beings from another dimension? Or is it all just a fertile imagination? Leave your opinion in the comments and continue exploring the unknown with us.